Well, joining us now for our monthly segment with Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown is Byron Brown. We welcome you very much. Been a little bit of a flurry today. A lot of things are happening right off the top. Breaking news, you're not hearing this anywhere else, but there has been an arrest in the vandalization of MLK Park. One arrest. Tell me about it.
One arrest so far, a 13-year-old arrested in connection with the vandalism at the casino in Martin Luther King Park. Video, again, played a role in the arrest. A family member brought the 13-year-old in, who essentially turned himself in, and more arrests could be forthcoming.
All right, I want to make clear, we're showing some video that was given to us by the city. We aired this video yesterday and blurred out the faces of the young people in it because they are all considered underage. So one 13-year-old has been arrested so far, and you think perhaps more will be arrested in this case?
There could be more arrests forthcoming. Really want to recognize the family in this case that recognized their young family member, did the right thing, and had the 13-year-old turn himself in.
Okay, and make it clear as well that we've had another 13-year-old arrested in the vandalization of Cazenovia Park. So now we've had 3 parks vandalized so far this season, which of course is heartbreaking for everybody who depends on those parks and uses them. Anything new that the city is doing to try to stamp that down?
Well, let me first say, during my time as mayor, the city has invested over $70 million in our parks and community centers, so it is very disappointing. Police Commissioner Gramalia will be expanding police presence in Martin Luther King Park and Cazenovia Park to deter further vandalism.
We should point out very quickly, too, that a number of the pools are open this year. You had lifeguards in them this year. How is that going? Pools
are going very well. Tremendous attendance at our pools in the city. This has been a very hot summer all across the country, and people are definitely turning out and using the pools that are open this summer. Things are going very well with the pools. Certainly want to recognize the young lifeguards and city staffers who are doing an excellent job.
Let's move to our other breaking news story, and that happened just not even a couple of hours ago in downtown City Hall, that the Common Council has approved that $500,000 in funding for Bray Miller Market to keep it going. This is something that you told us last time. You sat right here on the couch and said, I take this on me. I need to work harder on this. What did you do to change minds?
We worked very closely with the council, explained the importance of Bray Miller. The stream of money that was used was allocated to help small business. It was community development block grant, COVID funding for small businesses. We took the time to talk to every individual council member. So Bray Miller, the forgivable loan was approved today. Also, the small business grant loan program for businesses citywide was approved today. $3.5 million for grants for small business, and another $2 million in low-interest loans for small business. That was approved today. And then the amendment to the city's American Rescue Plan was approved today, too. So 3 major items approved today.
All right, to get this money flowing. But at the same time, we've heard from the Partnership for Public Good, which works with a lot of local nonprofits, does a lot of good work in the area, which says that there's some question about the legality of how this federal money is being pushed over into the city budget and how it's being allocated. Do you believe that this is all being done legally?
Absolutely. Everything is being done legally, completely following the federal guidelines, following the Treasury Department guidelines, the federal agency that has oversight of this money and how it's spent. Using money to make sure that any shortfalls in budgets, city, county, is absolutely legal, being done all over the country.
All right, we talked about the $500,000 going to Bray Miller Market. Developer Paul Seminelli came out and said if this gets passed, he would match this with $500,000. Is that happening?
That's definitely happening. Mr. Seminelli was very active, very visible in saying that if the forgivable loan was approved to Bray Miller, he would add another $500,000 loan to make sure that this downtown market had the resources that it needed to stay open, continuing to serve the growing downtown community and residents in the lower east side of Buffalo, lower west side of Buffalo. Roughly 1/3 of individuals that use that market are low income and use food stamps and other benefits to shop at the market.
Okay, I know this was very important to you, and you worked hard on this in the last month.
Critically important to downtown and our city. Roughly between 17 to 25% of the city's overall tax revenue comes from downtown Buffalo. So this is not just about downtown, it's about the health of the entire city.
All right, let's move on to one other issue. The investigative team at USA Today has issued a wide-ranging report about the blizzard, the Christmas blizzard, a number of concerns and failures during that time in which dozens of people died, of course. And I think one of the chief concerns in that report was about communication between the city and the county. We're just 3 months away now from the winter season once again. What is being done to improve the communications and prepare for the next big storm?
Well, I disagreed with that element of the report. I've said all along that the communication between the city, the county, and the state was good. There was constant communication before the storm hit, communication every day, all day during the storm, and communication after the storm was over to do after-action analysis, which is being done at the city level, the county level, and the state level. All levels of government have already announced additional things, new equipment that we have invested in and that we are doing to protect our community for when the next storm hits.
And one of the things in the city is an emergency manager and a fleet manager. Neither of those have been hired yet, right?
They are not hired yet, but that process of hiring is ongoing. Those positions have been announced. Resumes have been coming in. And we will look at the individuals who have applied for those positions.
Okay, we have time to talk about that in the future a little bit, 3 months before the snow flies again. But I want to talk about an event next week, of course, National Night Out. It's an annual event and a big deal in the city.
It is a big deal. It will be the 40th year of National Night Out, an opportunity for the community and law enforcement to come together, to strengthen their relationship, work together to keep our community safe. We know that when community and law enforcement work together, the community is safer. We're encouraging everybody on Tuesday next week to turn their porch light on from dusk to dawn to help make our community safer. Again, we've been celebrating National Night Out in Buffalo for all 40 years that it has taken place, and encouraging every resident, every block club, every neighborhood association to get involved.
You get involved and get outside and say hello to your neighbors. That's
Yes.
what Night Out is all about. I covered the very first one 40 years ago as well. Mayor Brown, thank you so much. Now, one of the things that you have done is open cooling centers for tomorrow in anticipation of the high temperatures. And Todd can tell us what to expect there.
Yeah, we don't see a whole lot of days.